What if I told you that everything you are struggling with right now is optional? If you feel stuck, exhausted, and just like what if I told you that everything you are struggling with right now is optional? If you feel stuck, exhausted, like you are just getting by, it is not because life is unfair. It's because no one ever told you that you don't have to live like this. In this video, I am breaking down the toxic belief that is keeping you stuck. The exact moment I realized I was settling for a life I didn't have to accept, and how I finally broke free. If you're waiting for things to magically get better, let me save you some time. That day is never coming. The good news, you don't have to wait. I'm Jess, the founder of Phoenix Moms, a movement for single moms who refuse to settle for survival mode. I know exactly what it feels like to wait for life to slow down, for things to get easier, for the struggle to just end. I also know what happens when you stop waiting and start taking control. I remember sitting on my kitchen floor after a long day, staring at a pile of bills that were not paid on my counter, and feeling like no matter how hard I was working, I was always one step away from drowning. I thought this was how life was supposed to be. A single mom, struggle is just part of the package deal. I just have to keep grinding and hopefully one day things will get easier. Then one day I decided to just look around at my life and asked myself, what if I don't have to live like this? What if everything I believed about motherhood, struggle, and earning happiness was completely wrong? I'm telling you, that moment has changed everything for me. If this already has hit you in the gut a little bit, make sure you subscribe, because I am not here to sugarcoat motherhood. I am here to help you break out of survival mode for good. So the biggest reasons that moms stay stuck is not a lack of time or money. It is a toxic belief that if I just keep pushing through, that one day things are just magically going to get easier. It's a lie. There is no magical later where you suddenly have more time and energy. If you don't change, nothing changes, period. You don't have to earn happiness, peace, or success. You have to claim it. Here is a wake-up call that you need. The only way life is going to change is if you decide to change it. So I used to think I was a strong, resilient mom that could handle anything, no matter what came at me. And a lot has come at me, and I know it has for you too. I was pretty much almost living on the streets with my children because my ex-husband kicked us out. I had just graduated law school, which sounds great, but I didn't have a job, and I wasn't in a moment that I could have a job. I had bills to pay. I had 2 little children to raise by myself. And the whole idea was, I'm a single mom. This is just what we do. We struggle. We take the handouts. We do the things until things get better. We can handle it all, even though we are on the floor crying, hiding ourselves, using things to escape your life. But the truth I found was I actually became addicted to the struggle. It's almost like this victim mentality that we get stuck and siphoned in, that this is who we are. This is our identity as a single mom. We are struggling. This is how we define ourselves. This is how we attack problems. You almost don't realize who you are without the chaos of life, whether it is changing diapers, taking kids to the store, trying to figure out how to get to these appointments and watch your children and work, do laundry. It's chaos. If any of this hits home for you, then it's time to ask yourself a hard question. Who are you without the exhaustion, without the burnout, and without this constant fight? I'm telling you, it is time to stop waiting for permission to put yourself first. Stop believing that things have to get worse before things get better. Stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. Survival mode is not part of a package deal. If any of this hits you hard, it's because it has to. You are not meant to just survive. You are meant to thrive, but nothing changes unless you decide to change it too. That is exactly why I created the Selfish Mom Manifesto, because prioritizing yourself isn't selfish, it is survival. If you are done waiting for life to slow down, drop the word selfish below and I'm going to send it to you for free. Single mamas have to stick together. We are Phoenix moms. We are going to rise from the ashes, stop asking permission, and start living the life that you want.